It was really hard decision for those two.
But you can't get Harley up here without her breaking out in some sort of weird, like, laughing fits.
I couldn't resist because I know what happened to Pocky's game.
The best part is right when I announced Pocky, you hear everyone in the back set just going either cheering or booing. So
yeah,
I like how everyone has a very mixed controversial with those two.
It's because for real, we've been waiting for 12 years.
I mean, this was hilariously going back to the last episode, but E3 was like, hey, remember when we announced stuff like 12 years ago?
Oh my god!
By the way, here's the trailers for it now.
Yeah. It's gonna be okay.
Uh-oh.
Just another 12
So,
years.
anyways, we're gonna
That's
get
okay. I'm gonna make it happen.
back into talking. This
I'm gonna make it okay.
It's time to get on our topic about. We're gonna talk about the gamer community, and we had a guest, but his kids got sick and he had to run. So, literally, right before we got on here.
This is revenge for winning.
Oh, see, she about to. You don't have to hit me. I would have given it to you as being.
Where did that come from?
It came from magic.
Yeah, it's
magic.
The key of imagination.
So, anyways, today we're going to be talking about the gamer communities and the power that they have over a whole bunch of things, including.
That's what Goofy said.
Shush.
Oh.
So we got here is gamer communities are incredibly powerful.
They can change the course of games.
They can.
They can create charities. They can create esports events. But there's also
there's the deep web.
How about
there's the deep web we don't talk about.
So we're going to start with all the good stuff.
Yes, let's start with the good.
Pocky, how is it that? How do you think it runs for developers when they have to listen to the gamer community so much?
It's kind of like finding your favorite grain of sand on a beach. It's like imagine looking at like a side of a beach and going, that sand grain over there is really cool looking. I mean, they have entire development staff, basically they have a web of interns, and basically they look at that. They also have admins, Facebook groups that all they do is take the best and they give it to EA and Bethesda, whoever it is. I think with that you have to take the good and the bad. It's like I said about good criticism. Like you have to I want this, not just like your game is stupid, it's dumb, and why are you dumb? Because you're dumb. But and and then the good ones are good. I mean,
there isn't any other fan community out there that can actually do that. They don't change movies based on a fan community. They do.
They do. In anime.
There have been.
And anime is, but it's not a widely common practice. Just like you write a book, you're gonna get what you get because they're not gonna go rewrite it. I think the idea that here comes a game, and I think it's amazing. I absolutely love this idea that the community can help impact the future of those games because from your point of view, what would that be like?
Oh man, so with waiting for Kingdom Hearts for so long, the community has really, the Kingdom Hearts fan community, we've gone from, one platform to 2 platforms, and now we have mobile apps.
Yep.
Where we can all play together on a mobile game.
I think I have 1,000 people really mad at me right now because you didn't win that.
You're gonna get a lot
you've never even played. You don't even know what the story's about.
You kind of had the advantage. Guilty.
But he makes me sad. He's never played Kingdom Hearts.
We have a play date.
Yeah, we have a play date. He's going to come over to the house and we're going to educate him.
So, what I was going to say was, I mean, the whole, any game community, it has to wait a long time. Persona 5 is an example.
Oh god,
when they announced Persona 5, it was 7 years since Persona 4. And it was the same explosion. It's the same, watching the same level of explosion as Persona 5 when 4 got announced.
I feel these
we're gonna have to educate
between us.
We're gonna have to educate Jeffrey.
Wait, have you
Jeffrey's the non-gamer.
He's never played Persona.
I play more LARPs and MMOs than anything. I'm sorry, guys.
But
we'll educate you. It's okay.
This is also another point. He is coming into this gamer community to start discovering these things.
And instead of spreading hate, we're just saying, hey, we'll educate you. We'll let you play our games.
Yeah.
And we'll play yours.
Because there are a lot of people out there who don't want the gamer community to be all inclusive. Like, we did a whole podcast with of Life of Geek, where it was just gamer girls. And
You've never played Gamer? You've never heard of Gamergate?
Oh my, we're getting...
I got a lot of education to do, folks.
I wonder why I have Jeffrey
Gamergate is one of those things that we'll talk about later, not online.
Hey!
But...
You at least play Plants vs. Zombies.
There's a whole other side to the thing, and it is... I don't understand why... Especially as a geek community, we have everybody. Even on this
why
crew,
are we hating our own?
We have everybody.
Why are we hating on our own people?
And you're right, because I don't see these.
I feel like it's kind of like the LGBT community where everybody's hating on each other for some reason.
But we did a podcast recently that you'll hear on Life of Geek in a few weeks where it was just gamer girls talking about what it's like for them.
Oh,
and
God.
these are like good gamers. They're good gamers. They just want to play. I didn't know that there weren't women in esports. They created a women's esport league. Like, really?
Nice.
Did
There's
you
30
have
of
to
them.
create
Yes, they
a
had
women
to.
esports league?
Yes.
It's just one sporting league. It's not like you're running down a field. You're pushing buttons.
So,
Right,
so
but they
and
also
it's
have to
kinda
feel
like,
safe. I mean, there's a famous event during it wasn't Evo, but it was one of the fighting game tournaments where a girl, literally her own teammate, was berating her.
Yeah.
To the other point where the team literally stopped and goes, had to defend her.
Yeah.
Not in a video game fight, but in a verbal fight. He actually had to get thrown out of the fighting game leagues. He was berating his own cohort
because she was
because she was a woman.
Okay, I'll give you a point on this.
Okay.
So I work for Bethesda. I go to their events. I do demos. So I had to do I was doing a press conference where I had a bunch of press in front of me asking me questions about a game. It happened to be Evil Within. And one of the reporters actually had the balls to ask me, am I an actual gamer or am I just a booth babe?
See, here's where the other
harsh.
side of this gamer community is there's a lot of positives, but as the geek community, we should be more open to things. And this gamer community being the biggest of the geek communities, I cannot fathom how this still happens.
Yeah.
Because the gamer community creates charities.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They create, great leagues.
We have Extra Life.
They do Extra Life. There's military gaming charities.
Awesome Games Done Quick, Awesome Games Done Quick summer events.
So we can create all these amazing things. How is it we're still living in the Stone Age?
How are we still hating on each other?
Because, okay, you go first.
Well, the one thing I do really like about all the gaming communities and such like that, it's like looking from a psychology type side. It helps a lot of people cope with like depression, anxiety, and such, and helps them get out there more. So to me, I really enjoy it. But like to the bad, I can definitely understand. It's annoying how people are always like this, because I'm a different kind of geek. Like I do a lot of LARPs, I do a lot of Renaissance fairs, I play a bunch of MMOs and board games, to where you guys do more of the console gamings and such, and it's still new to me, so I'm still kind of getting into that, and you guys have embraced it and like, okay, hey, all right, teach me how to play this and this and this, and it's been great. And now once I start playing, I'm hooked on Plants vs. Zombies, and it's been, I love it.
See,
so.
I can't wait.
So I'm starting to branch out, but then you guys kind of branch out to me, and we, get more into the Renaissance and little things like that, and LARPing. So
it's sad because I used to want to play with people on games, and then I realized the community's just where we say we're inclusive, we say we like each other, but I'd rather play by myself personally than have to deal with some of the people that I run into online.
Every time I go online, I mute everyone that's on a mic because
we're muting you because you're just using your Kinect mic and you can hear everything going on in your room.
I don't have. I'm in my living room. I don't have like a headset. My dog ate it.
I think
my dog
another
my
part of
headset.
it is.
I've heard that before.
I think another part of it is the fact that with gaming, just leave it there. The part of the gaming community is also
It's dead to me. Don't die. Don't die. We love you.
You're not dying on live TV.
The gamers are performing a curse
So
right now.
yeah, I know, right? I wanted to say
Silence the code.
So the trick is with gaming is a lot of people are nice in front of your face.
Oh yeah.
But you turn the camera off.
That's everybody.
Put a camera. What I'm saying is,
It's just life in
there's
general.
a camera. But when there's no camera on someone, when it's only your voice and you're not your real name.
Oh, then you think you're all hard and everything.
Right,
When you're really a 14-year-old
how many 13-year-olds?
in mommy's and
How many 13-year-olds would be absolutely terrified if I knocked on their door and said, "I know who you are"?
Why does
Pocky, you're a pushover.
Why does it have to be
Hey there.
13-year-olds?
Well,
Because we know it's all 13-year-olds.
13-year-olds.
Mostly their attitude online.
You can tell.
This
You can
goes
tell how old they
back
are.
to,
Right.
as a
Cool.
geek community, we pride ourselves on being inclusive and open. And, for everything that good that happens in the gamer community, it's the bad ones that everyone looks at. That makes the news. And it makes
it's
it
like
look
anything.
bad.
Cutie Pie versus Markiplier.
I'll admit something. I cannot stand. All right, for honestly, with the people in the gaming community, for what I cannot stand, and this is negative, is that it's the people who just play to win. I'm like, no, just play the game to have fun. Just
But
play,
some people
have fun.
actually play them professionally. They want to do that.
Which is understandable, but just be nice about it. But there's so many people that are so negative about it. It's just like, it makes me not want to play certain games because I just don't want to deal with it.
I just stopped playing those games.
It
killed the love for those games I had because I do play those games.
And that's where, unfortunately, a lot of like sticking with guilds, and if you look at WoW and look at other MMOs, that's where guilds come into favor. It's like
we have a guild that we play with Diablo.
Right, and you play with those people exclusively because they've gone through a litmus test, which is they're in that guild. If they're in that guild, that means somebody recommended them. Those people are recommended because they are part of your group.
And they're fun to play with. You have set people you play with.
But how long is it until that guild breaks up because of something happening?
But even when the guild breaks up...
This also brings up the other part of how do you start playing new people. I love playing with new people on Xbox, and they're good, I'll friend them. Yeah. That's how my friends list has grown. I'm not afraid to jump into a lobby with random people. It's weird when I get the random 10-year-old talking about how they're going to do my mom, but, there's nothing weird than the squeaky voice telling you that over the intercom. It's like,
hey, you, Slayton, I'm going to do your mom so hard, I'm going to use my cord gun. Bam! What now? Oh.
Jeffrey's going to be that 13-year-old free about forever.
No, really, I heard something like that similar the other night playing Plants vs. Zombies. I was the zombie, and he was coming after me. He was a little crackle corn dude.
I don't let my 8-year-old nephew play.
So we can hurry up. So we can hurry up and get away from the bad. Let's go to get to the good. I will say this about the bad groups. The bad groups, generally the bad players, if you look at them, I don't like using this phrase, but they are not true. You're gonna love this. They're not true They're not true gamers. They are CODs. They're Call of Duty fans. They're Modern Warfare fans. They're Madden fans. They play that game. It's like you're a fan of a. It's the difference between a gamer and versus a movie fan versus a. Okay, that's your question.
I wouldn't say it's just that game because you're just using specific games that you mostly have played. No. Listen, because that is every single game. If there's online play, it's every single game.
It's because
there's a harder concentration in the Modern Warfare and Call of Duty games.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there is, and that's why I don't play
because the series died years ago.
Right, but what I'm saying is like if you look at the guys who trash talk you really hardcore.
Typically they play those games.
They play those games, or they play that one game.
That was their intro into the gamer community. So they expect they can take that trash talk that they learned from playing in Call of Duty and Modern Warfare and Madden, and they can take it to other games.
But generally,
why is there so much drama in gaming? It's ridiculous.
Because
just have fun.
Because they're
until he backstabs you.
But the thing is the part I feel is that because they only play those style games, that one style, they don't go out anywhere else. You won't find that Call of Duty COD player playing like League of Legends or playing WoW. Yeah.
But we have those people that play League of Legends like that too.
Right, but again, they will never leave that wedge.
No, they won't.
So
it was like that when I used to play EverQuest.
There's a much more positive side to things.
Absolutely, that's where we want to
should really become the main focus of getting the gamer community, the geek community to that point. And I don't know anyone more charitable than gamers.
No.
We've dealt with a lot of charity gaming things.
I do Extra Life every year, and I sit literally in a room for 24 hours. Now, don't get me wrong. I enjoy this because for 24 hours, I don't have to sew. I don't have to worry about work. I get to sit in a room in the dark playing video games.
And when I get my system up, I'm totally going to do a 24-hour marathon also. My wife hates me for it.
And they raise amazing amounts of money for amazing charities.
Oh.
And no one looks at that side. No one looks at the side of look at the good they're trying to do. Look at the change they're trying to do.
It's kind of like the gamers that raised $16,000 and then brought in over $1 million worth of food for a food bank, and somebody submitted the story to the news, and they wouldn't take it because they were gamers.
Yeah.
They didn't think it was important enough.
It's like you raised that much money playing a game, letting people watch you live stream. That's amazing. I don't know. I'm trying to remember who it was. There's these gamers who literally play a game and they drive from somewhere.
The Desert Bus of Hope.
Yes, and they raise so much.
Loading, ready, run.
Yes, loading, ready.
Pucky knows all those.
They are. I love that. I have actually sat down.
What?
Markiplier does a tour, and then some of the proceeds from his tour go to a charity.
Yeah,
it's so great because all they do is just a bunch of friends sit down, and they try to raise money. They do this, and it's such a great charitable thing they do.
It's something we should do, but that's just me.
Well, it's something.
That is stuff that we talking
We're
about.
working on it.
We are working on it. Trust me.
We already did one. We did our 24-hour game. We're gonna try to do it again this year. It
I would like to
takes
see
a lot for us to do that.
Yeah, I would like to see Fanboy TV do everybody get together that has systems and do Extra Life this year.
We can totally do it. I'm down for it because I've got an Xbox.
If you guys think we should do something like that or something similar, if you have a suggestion,
if you have a charity that we could raise money for, please let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Go to fanboytv.com
Drop us a line, just a contact button, because the whole new site's up.
Yeah, or you do site, or you can catch us on our Facebooks.
But I also want to look at. I also will say like. One of the longer running ones also has been Awesome Games Done Quick, which is all speedrunner games, which is hilarious because some of the videos are like a minute long. Because that's how long it takes them to like watching the world.
Speedrun things.
Speedrunning is insane. It's its own new sport.
Can do, like, Mario.
Yeah, the dude beat in like 35 seconds.
The Asian guy doing Mario, and then he somehow magically gets all these points, and I'm like, how do you do that?
My favorite
how do you
was,
not run into the Goombas?
Yeah. Or how they can jump exactly one pixel and know where to go.
Exactly, like, who in the world?
But yeah, that one's like what, like nearly $150 million total, entire charity line. It's pretty insane.
That's really good.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I like about gaming communities, and just people just having fun with it. People do this through Twitch, through YouTube, and they just raise money, and they like, the Combat Creations. Chris and I have been kind of talking about maybe starting a charity with all the stuff that we've made, and auction the stuff off throughout one of our shows, and do things like that. I mean. And that's what I like about it is that just even that's a geek thing right there. We build stuff. Let's go ahead and raise money.
Seriously,
and help do this.
I get bored. I will totally make more stuff like this to auction off.
It's really it's such a great community and everything that they have developed into
it goes
nowadays.
Past just the charities though. There's the whole costuming side of gaming that
I love costuming.
You have one of my favorites when you and Jill do Pyramid Head. Like
seriously, that is like
so
my hero.
Tall.
That is my. It's okay. Jill and I are talking about. We're eventually going to do Warhammer 40K. We're going to do the Sisters of Battle. And then we are also going to be eventually doing a Big Daddy and Little Sister. And
we just had one of our crew members just freak out right now.
And we are also, so I'm actually building my own Big Daddy. And then Jill is going to be, instead of being Big Sister, she's going to be Big Mama. And we actually have the cages designed out so our kids can actually climb us and sit in the cages.
I want to be a Big Daddy.
We should do this. We should do a Fanboy TV.
So,
giant Big Daddy costumes.
But I also
that's part of your show.
You guys should totally fund our costume.
So other things I love is the fact there are conventions.
I love cons.
Cons are overall.
I love the cosplays that
you get to see a lot of the good aspects at conventions.
WoW, BlizzCon, EverQuest has a convention.
BlizzCon is beautiful.
Speaking of Warhammer, there's
Comic Con,
Gamescon.
I was just. But yeah, I mean Tokyo Game Show, which is every year always insane. Their cosplay is
that stuff's amazing.
I think part of it is that for such a stereotype that we are antisocial, like
we sure get out a lot.
We do,
right? Well, the other part is you want to start a 30-minute conversation with a fan, tell them you like something, and then you'll never shut them up.
I like Pokemon.
Well, that's one of the things.
Really, which one? I love the story. Which one did you say? Like that, and that's how it starts.
You also God bless the fans of the communities. I love seeing people so excited. When I was at the Sonic panel at South by Southwest, I was full in a room of Sonic fans. And you know what they're like. The guy next to me peed his pants and they showed a clip from a game.
Oh my god!
I'm like,
literally,
it's like Homestuckers.
He did.
God bless you for being really passionate, but
it's like the Homestuckers.
You guys have to understand.
Your franchise
when
has been
someone
good
from
in a
the
couple of
outside
years.
looking at you, don't worry about what they think, but understand
Share
they're going to
your
judge
love.
you. Share your love, but do it in a positive way. Don't scream
and
cry and piss yourself over 5 seconds of game
footage. No, my favorite was one of the major Sonic reviewers. One of the major Sega game reviewers actually is banned from GameStop because he walked into a GameStop when they revealed the Sonic Boom standees.
I remember this guy.
This is anime.
I was still working at GameStop at this time.
Yeah, so you probably got the warnings about this stuff. So apparently, like, the bandanas were a weird color or something. It's not the normal Sonic colors. He apparently grabbed the display, destroyed it by hand, then commenced tearing the store apart, Because
There's a video?
Knuckles colors were different.
Yeah, Knuckles is the wrong color.
But see,
That's the negative message you guys are sending. Come on.
but Sega knows how to play with them. The Sonic the Hedgehog Facebook page is genius.
Oh god.
It
It's
plays
like
with
Arby's.
memes.
It's
It
like
play, yeah,
Arby's.
it's like the. It
Because
has
when
fun
you're
with
the butt of a
community.
joke, all you can do is run with
But
it.
that's a situation of the developer helping shape the community into a better light, and I think that's the both way street that really needs to happen. I don't think gamers should have full control over. Oh, we should be doing this, but it should be a two-way street. And I think Sega and Sonic are really leading that two-way street perfectly, and
I
that's a
don't think
prime
they are.
example of how you turn a weird gaming faction into something pretty cool.
It's
Except
kinda
they
like-
haven't. Name a good Sonic game that's come out in the last 5 years.
Okay,
Sonic
then-
Generations,
No.
Sonic Racing Transform.
No.
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
Yes.
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 No.
Sonic Racer Transform? No.
No.
Sonic Generations? Maybe, but all the 2D
The
side
original
scrollers.
Sonic games are
No,
the
no.
only good ones.
Okay, we're not going to go down this because next week we're talking about Sega. But so yes, gaming communities are very
Sega.
powerful. I think as a gamer community, we should be more responsible.
We
and
should.
We should.
try to make changes that need to happen, just as a geek community wide.
Well, I think they are. I think the problem is with anonymity, with the fact that with Xbox Live, Sony, and all of them, even Steam, whoever it is, the fact that you can be a hateful little prick, sit around and tell everybody how much, question their gender, credit to take, tell them what you're going to do to your mother, threaten to murder their family, and the most you can do is hit a block button, and they go off and make it. Because there are even guys on Twitch who tell me, "Oh, you can have me banned. Don't worry, I have 13 more accounts."
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
that's the thing.
You know what your
With-
response is? I'll just ban your 13 more accounts. And
Right, and I even tell them that, good, I'll ban you 13 more times. Guess what?
Don't feed into the trolls, Pocky. Don't
But I
feed into
love
the trolls.
feeding
You want to know about the
Okay.
trolls? that
No,
we
no,
get?
but that's the problem.
Trolls.
Don't feed into the trolls.
Trolls.
Feeding the trolls.
I
We'll
love
just
trolls.
feed the trolls to the Bergens.
I love trolls. They make me laugh.
We'll just feed them to the Bergens.
But the problem
Yes.
is the problem is when you feed a troll, you make it bigger. The problem is making a troll bigger makes them more
Okay, we're
hate-filled.
not talking about trolls anymore. These two are losing their minds.
Right.
They should not have had as much sugar before the show as they
love-
probably had.
I'm just gonna say,
I hated
as
that
much
movie.
as we all hate trolls, I love them because they're ridiculous.
They really
embar-
entertain
they
me.
embarrass themselves.
Right, but
They
they
do.
don't
They
see
make an
themselves
ass
as
out of
embarrassed.
But
They see themselves
that's
as
what
winning.
the whole the community's changed, especially after talking to these gamer girls.
Yeah.
I was appalled that this is still a thing. We
Right.
are living in.
It's just, yeah.
I deal with
What
it every
year is
time I
this?
get on the game. 2017.
Yeah.
I deal
We-
with it every time I get on a video game.
Yeah,
I
we
mean-
should be beyond this.
How do you think my wife feels? How do you think her, Kim and them also still feel? I mean, my wife, who doesn't even have a camera, when they hear her voice, gives her so much crap.
Yeah. That's why I love playing with the people I play with. Okay, so I'm not an online gamer person. I'm not a computer gamer. But I play Diablo. And we
Good
have
game.
a group of people that play with us.
Mhm.
And they're fantastic. They don't give us crap. They don't give Jill and I crap because we're girls. They go, "Hey, are you having a hard time today? Hey, let's play together, and I'll power level you and run you through so you can play." And they're great people. They don't judge us.
I like those type of people. I think we should.
Right,
all be
and,
those
Yeah.
type of
and I think what it is getting better. But the problem is it's for every mole you whack, 3 more show up because they can keep showing back up. But it's eventually getting to them because eventually they'll either
They're gonna get old, and their kids are gonna go up and be like, "I ain't gonna be like you, Dad." That's what it's gonna be.
All you gotta do is it's if someone's giving you crap when you're playing a game, just ignore them.
Exactly.
That's what I do.
Enjoy your
And
game.
just put the best face forward for the gamer
Yeah.
community. And that's all we have to say about this because
They
we're out of
constantly
time for
want
this
to do
topic.
We are.
So up next, Jeffrey and I. Well, Jeffrey's the subject of my 10 things.
This
list.
is gonna be so much fun because I
This
have
is
no
lots of
idea
fun.
what it's about.
see he wouldn't let me do it because I'm the constant cynic. And
No.
he's like, no, and I'm
So
like,
I'm
yes.
Don't
hijacking
you judge the Pokemon.
this week's 10 things list. It's my wish list for the Pokemon Switch game that's incoming.
Wait, that's what we're talking about?
We'll be right back after this.